Once again, the gods and the goddesses have given us another day to become better men, better women, better husbands, better wives, better fathers, better mothers. It had been a while since I did my little walk to work video, so I decided to do one. One of the things that I see a lot of with a lot of people, those I've seen on Facebook, some that I've met in real life, is a lack of wanting to step out. And what I mean by that is that there is a lot of us who look to individuals for guidance. We look to individuals for knowledge of the gods and the goddesses. And I believe sometimes we can use that to an extent as a crutch. And what I mean by as a crutch is there comes a point in time where we have to begin to dig into ourselves and really start looking at our own life and looking at our own situation and seeing what can we do as wokenists, what can we do to change our own life, to change the situations that we find ourselves in. And one of the things that I see a lot of is that a lot of people continuing to look to other people, continuing to look to books for their I guess you could call it life answers. But the thing about it is that there's an old proverb that our ancestors used to say. And the proverb is, there is nothing outside of yourself greater than you. And there's nothing outside of yourself that can harm you. And what do they mean by that? It's kind of simple when you stop and look at it. You can look to everybody. You can read all the books you want to read. But until you start looking into yourself and taking the knowledge of wokenism, taking the knowledge of the gods and the goddesses, and you really start implementing it. You start implementing what you are learning. Because there's another old proverb that states, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. At some point in time, we as students, we have to begin to travel the road of becoming a teacher. But before you can teach somebody else, you have to teach yourself. You have to be willing to look within the darkness of yourself and find those elements that hinder you, find those elements that are causing setbacks, and slowly begin to eliminate them. Because you can read all the books you want, you can be around all the great teachers you want, you can even sit at their feet if that's what you want, and you will learn. You will definitely learn. But until we take that knowledge and begin to implement it, and then begin to create our own knowledge, our own understanding, because the best of teachers are the gods and the goddesses. They're the ones who give us everything that we need to reach the levels that most of us strive to reach. So my video today, my positive thought for today is, don't be afraid to step out there. Don't be afraid to communicate with yourself. Don't be afraid to communicate with the gods and the goddesses. Because wokenism is just not a physical thing. Wokenism, in its essence, in its true essence, can't be found in books, can't be found at the mouth of a teacher. These are all just directions. Come up with your own. Look within yourself and apply the knowledge that you're learning. If not, then you're like the donkey carrying a bag of books. Donkey really doesn't benefit from the books. Helsa, and hope y'all have a good day.